Hello everyone, welcome to this Excel lesson. I am your host and your instructor, Professor Ruben Herrera. And on this lesson, we are going to learn about conditional formatting. So, first of all, we know what formatting is. Formatting can mean two different things in technology, depending on what we're talking about. Formatting on technology, if we are talking about hardware, formatting means to delete, to erase, or to eliminate data. If we are talking about software, and Excel is software by the way, formatting means to change the appearance, to change the looks, to change the layout. Now, that being said, conditional formatting is a formatting that will happen only if a condition is met. For example, we're looking at this report right here. We have some people, some trainees that we send, some people that we send for training. We send them for a 2 weeks training program. Okay. At the end of every week of these 2 weeks, at the end of each week, they have to take a test, and they have to pass that test, and they have to pass both of the tests, both of the week tests, in order for them to be able to get their certificate and for them to be able to go back to work. Now, a supervisor is looking at this report and it's like, well, this is very nice. You know, we have right here everyone who passed the first week, and then we have everyone who passed or do not pass the second week, and then if they have to pass both weeks in order for them to go back to work, and if they flunk one of the 2 weeks or worse, they flunk both, and then they have to go back and see their manager, and we're gonna let their manager deal with them. However, it'll be easier for this supervisor to see, for example, why don't we color all the greens? We're gonna color them with the color green, and all that no's, we're gonna color them with the color no. And then everybody who is gonna have to go back and see their manager because they flunked one or both of the weeks of training, that we're gonna have to color this on yellow. So can you imagine, my friends, if we will go one cell at a time, or each range of cell at a time, and color this manually? This will take a very long time. So this is what we have conditional formatting for, and this is how conditional formatting works. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select right here, and I'm gonna select all this range in here. And yes, I am selecting these numbers with the scores and these scores right here. It doesn't really matter. If I want to be politically correct, I can also select the columns like this. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm clicking on these columns right here, what I'm holding and pressing down the control key on my keyboard. I can also select these three ranges like this. Okay, I select the first range, and then I press and hold down the control key on my keyboard and then select the other two ranges. Or I can just do it like this just to make it easier. Okay, next I'm going to go in here on the home page, and I'm going to go right here. I have right here this command that is called conditional formatting. When I click right here, a pop-up menu is going to appear right here, and all these options right here, my friends, they're now called rules. This is what we have in front of us. Okay, next I'm going to point right here to what it says highlighting cells rules, and notice that I have some rules right here that actually, it's just like a sub menu that appears after I point to any of these options right here that have this little arrow pointing pointing down to the right or to my right. So notice right here I have rules for greater than, less than, in between, equals to, text that contains, and a date that is occurring. Now you might think that, oh yes, we're gonna go ahead and use the word text that contains, because we're gonna use a rule for the text that contains the word yes, no, and see manager. Well, actually, for this case, that will not be necessarily correct, because what if, for example, if I have, I mean, this, by the way, this will work. But what if in the future, for example, I will have right here the word, somewhere on this range, I'll have the word yesterday. Guess what will happen? It will color all the yeses and all the cells that have the word yesterday also color in green. And we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do after I select this range, I'm going to go to my conditional formatting and I'm going to select equal to. Equal to, it looks like it will only work for numbers, but it actually also works for alpha, for letters, and it's also more strict than text that contains. Equal to will do exactly what it says it does. It will only color or format the cells that are exactly equal to whatever text we want to say that it contains. So I'm going to click right here. And next, I'm going to have this dialog box right here that right now is telling me format cells that are equal to. And in this box right here, I'm going to type the word yes. And then next, I have right here, we're going to do the yeses first, by the way. Okay. And notice that we already have something going on in here. And notice that I have right here with light red field with dark red text. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click right here on this drop down arrow and notice that I have three options right here. I have red, green, and yellow. For most people, these three default options are correct. However, we can also create our own custom formatting if we like. But this is what we're going to use. For most people, this is more than enough. This is what most people use. So I'm going to select right here green because I want all my yeses to be colored with green. And there you go. Voila. Notice that right now all these right here, all the yeses are automatically colored with green. I'm going to click OK. And then next, what I'm going to do, my friends, I'm going to work smart. And while I have all this same range, all this range selected, all this range of cells selected, I'm going to go back, click on conditional formatting. I'm going to do highlighting cells rules and I'm going to do equal to again. And you guess right. This time I'm going to go ahead and do no. So I'm going to type no right here. And I want to fill all the no's with red fill and dark red text or ink. Very nice. I'm going to click OK. Last but not least, I guess you guessed right. I'm going to go back to conditional formatting. I'm going to do highlighting cells rules. I'm going to do text that actually equals to. And then I'm going to do right here, like, I'm going to do for anything that has the word CMGR. Oh, looks like I don't know how to spell. MGR. And I'm going to color this with yellow. With yellow. There you go. And I'm going to click OK. And then I'm just going to click away so that I can see how great. Look, you see now? So now this is for someone, for a data analyst or for a supervisor that is analyzing this report and wants to see who passed or who did not pass. We can actually change this. Very nice, very nice. So what happened if one of the beauties about conditional formatting is because it also automatically updates or actually will automatically format depending on the condition if it changes. For example, I'm going to take care right here. I'm going to actually take care of this guy right here. I'm going to actually flunk him. Look, I'm going to lower his score. So this is going to be turned into no. And look what happened. Very nice. You see what happened? It actually now turned this into no, and as a consequence, this turns into a C manager, and also the color will change accordingly. Very nice, very nice. So notice that we use, in this case, we use text equals to because we wanted to be specific. We wanted to be strict. But for example, we can also use text that contains, and text that contains would also work. For example, if I want to have, for example, right here, depending on who the person is working with, I want to color with yellow for anybody who has to go see their manager or see supervisor or see custodian or see for example, not manager, but we can see team leader, see crew leader. So we would, if we have different responses right here for these people who flunked this test to go out and see someone, but they're going to see a different someone. We could have used right here text that contains, and we can use the word see as a common denominator or as a common word to yellow all these, to yellow, or that means to color all these cells with the color yellow. So very nice. I hope that you like this lesson, and I will see you guys on that next video. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.